Hello you guys, today I'm gonna be using the Jaclyn Hill Volume 1 palette. This is the eye look that I created. If you guys want to see how I achieve this eye look and how I beat this face, go ahead and keep on watching. So to start off this other eye, since I already did one eye, I wanted to make sure that I knew what I was doing before I started filming. I'm gonna be taking my Born This Way concealer in vanilla and my 16-hour camel concealer by e.l.f. in the shade medium sand. And excuse my eyebrows, I haven't gotten them done. So the brush I'm gonna be using to actually outline my brow is this Miss AE 123 brush. And I did take both concealers and I'm just mixing it in the back of my hand. I'm just going to outline my brow like so. So a lot of people always ask me, like, isn't it hard to do your eyeshadow when you have lashes and this and that? You're gonna gently push them down like this, not like pulling them. You're literally just pushing the little pelitos down, and then you're gonna go like this. Number 5 BH Cosmetic brush just looks like this, and again it's dirty because I already used it on my other eye. So today I am pulling out my Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm going to be taking that same brush, the number 5 from BH Cosmetics. So then I'm just going to be taking this color right here. This is what we're going to use to set my actual concealer. So I'm just taking a little brush like this, and it is my Morphe M433 blending brush. So then I am going to be dipping into this shade and a little bit of this shade, and we're just going to apply these in our crease. Basically start getting them in there, working them in there. So we're just going back and forth like this with both of those colors. So this is the next shade that I'll be taking, and I'll be taking it on a brush like this one. And the way that I'm going to apply this is I'm going to start it right in my crease, like that's where I want it. You don't want it to go too high. Then I'm gonna go back in with some of this shade and this shade, but mostly this shade, and go in that same spot. Alright, so with that same brush, we're gonna go into this brown right here. And we'll be taking it in the same area, right in the crease, no higher, no lower. And then we're gonna drag it in like this. I'm gonna be going back into that M433 brush, which was the first brush that I used, and I did wipe it off a little bit. I'm gonna be taking this shade and this shade mixed together, and I'm just gonna hold my brush very lightly and like really try to blend out these outer edges. So we're gonna be taking that same E123 brush from Miss A, and I'm going to create a cut crease. Then you'll just create the little circle or whatever. Alright, so while the concealer is still wet, I like to go in with the same brushes that I was using. So I'm gonna go back into this shade, and we're just gonna start dabbing it lightly like this. Don't start like rubbing or anything like that, just start dabbing first. Like so, just so you can start blending it in again, just on that like little edge part. And then I'm gonna take this like e.l.f. brush again, and I'm gonna go back into this shade, and this shade. So I'm gonna be taking my RCMA no color powder. What I'm gonna set it with, this is just a 5 and below brush. It came like a little pack of 5, I believe. I don't have, as you guys notice, I don't have a lot of like name brand brushes, like expensive brushes. Like I don't really have any, and like I really do like name brand brushes, like everything, you know, but I just feel like Morphe and all of that, they're just really good. So then taking this Super Shock shadow in the shade Amazed from ColourPop. This is just kind of a rose goldish color, as you can see that. I'm gonna clean off that brush that I had used because I really like these bigger brushes for my eye, like I had just said. And I'm gonna go in right here. These are the Diamond Dazzlers by BH Cosmetics. I love these, you guys. I have the shade Brilliant. That's the one that I'm going to be using for this kind of like pinkish eye look. Let me fix this like little eye look real quick right here in the middle. Just gonna blend it out a little bit. I'm gonna be taking this NYX glitter. Yes, mine is super dirty. I'm really sorry, but it's okay. And I'm just gonna be taking a tiny amount. You can get this at Ulta. I'm not sure what other stores carry. I believe Walmart carries NYX now, so you could probably find it there. Target, stores like that. And I'm gonna be using that same brush that I've been using, the brush from Five and Below. And so I'm taking a little bit of it. As you can see, I didn't use all of it, and I'm just placing it all over where that concealer was at. I like to take it from the cap because the cap itself has a lot of it anyways, and a little bit of this goes a long way. You see how I have just a little bit of my brush. I like to kind of push it onto the eye first like this, and then I start kind of rubbing it. You see that? You see that? It's like so weird. Like, oh my god, I don't know why I get so excited when I use these. I love these. So I'm going to be going back into this shade and this shade just to finish blending out the top of my shadow. And once I put it in, I noticed that I had too much of a red shade, so I'm going to be taking only this shade now. So I'm going to be taking only this shade now because I noticed that I had too much of like a reddish shadow and I don't want it to look like that. I'm gonna take this Cetaphil moisturizer. So next I'm gonna take this Urban Decay All Nighter Primer. So the next step is my foundation, and I'm gonna be taking this MAC foundation in the shade NC27. This is the Studio Fix Fluid foundation. Now that I look like a polka dot, I'm going to be taking my Hard Candy Glamouflage. So now taking my beauty blender once again, I'm going to pounce all this makeup all over my face. So next I'm going to be taking those same concealers that I had taken before, my Born This Way in Vanilla and my e.l.f. concealer in Medium Sand. And just right here. And alright, so I like to kind of let it sit a little bit under my eyes, because when you let it sit, it kind of gets a little bit tackier. So I did put the Born This Way first because I know if you put the e.l.f. one, that's not gonna work. It's gonna fucking dry on you, and you're not gonna be able to blend it out. So since I did put the Born This Way on first, it'll be okay. So I just like to blend out the bottom portion like this first. And then I'll kind of like angle it up this way so it doesn't have as much product. And I'll go like this close to my shadow so that it blends, see? So I'm going to be taking my Pinky Rose Cosmetics Contour Palette. You guys know about this. You guys already should know what happened to this. The mirror broke and I'm ghetto, and you know, I do have a lot of new ones, but this one has a lot of product in it. Why lo voy a echar a la basura? So I'm going to be taking this dark shade right here. It's the darkest one. It doesn't have like a name or nothing. I'm going to be taking it all the way up here, like where my highlight goes basically. And I'm going to start blending that in. But this is the right way to blend it in, because it's going to slowly start falling down into that area that you want it. And smile or make this little face. Como que tienes que salir del baño. And you can have your clients smile too. This is the best way. I noticed that I'm kind of like dabbing and pushing back into my hair and dabbing and pushing back into my hair. Okay, so then I'll go back into my beauty blender and I'll go up here and just start fixing everything kind of like this. like this so it's not like all creased. So now I'm going to take my RCMA No Color Powder once again. On my beauty blender, I'm just going to start setting everything. Oh my god, Skittles, you want to get your ass beat? I was literally about, not for real. Okay, I'm not going to beat my dog's ass, I'm just kidding. So now I'm going to be taking this brush. My friend Emily gave me like a really big, I don't know, it was just a bunch of brushes. So I'm sorry, it's just like a fluffy brush for... So I'm going to be taking my Essence cream liner. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking this Sigma eye shading E55 brush. It just looks like this. I'm going to be taking this shade first, and then I'm going to be taking this shade, and then a little bit of this shade, and then brown, okay? Now I'm going to be taking this brush. It's the Sigma Flat Definer E15 brush. And I'm taking the rest of the colors. So now I'm going to go back into the fluffier brush. And I'm just going to blend these edges out a little bit. Okay, so now I'm done with my brows. And I'm going to be taking this Sigma Short Shader E20 brush. And I'm going to be taking this white shade that I had used previously to take it right here, just on my brow bone. And I have like pelitos and stuff, so I'm trying not to emphasize it too much, you know. So then taking this Ofra highlighter in the shade Rodeo Drive, I'm going to be taking my pinky. And just put it right here. Just to give me a little brightness right there. Going to brush away all of that. So now taking my butter bronzer from Physician Formula in the shade Sun Kissed and my NYX matte bronzer in the shade Deep Tan. And the brushes I'm going to be using are the ones that I'm always using, 5 and Below brushes that you get there. I love these brushes. Taking this bronzer, the NYX one. I'm just going to clean that brush off a little bit, and I'm going to take Subconscious from the Shade and Light palette. Now I'm going to be taking this Sheer Tone blush from MAC in the shade Gingerly, and I'm going to be using this brush. It's another 5 and Below brush. And notice how I'm applying gingerly. I'm applying it not just in the front, but all the way to the back, all over my contour, because I want to get that kind of like pinky look. And this one has like a really nice pink to it, so and it matches my shadow. So we're just going to clean this up just a little bit. I'm going to be taking this highlight from Becca Cosmetics. Jenny gave me this. It's the Champagne Pop. And to apply that, I'm going to be taking this BH Cosmetics number 4 brush. After that, go ahead and blend everything out. So now I'm going to be taking my MAC liner in the shade Cork, and then this satin lipstick from MAC in the shade Myth. So this is the finished look, you guys. Okay, you guys, so this wraps up my video. It was a very long video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Go tell your mom, go tell your tia, go tell your grandma, go tell your girlfriends, go tell your cousins, go tell whoever you can to come and watch my video. But yeah, until next time, guys. Bye.